We are now facing really not just a technological crisis, but a philosophical crisis, because we have built our society, certainly liberal democracy with elections and the free market and so forth, on philosophical ideas from the 18th century, which are simply incompatible, not just with the scientific findings of the 21st century, but above all with the technology we now have at our disposal. Our society is built on the ideas that the voter knows best, that the customer is always right, that ultimate authority, as Tristan said, is with the feelings of human beings. And this assumes that the human feelings and human choices are these sacred arena which cannot be hacked, which cannot be manipulated. Ultimately, my choices, my desires reflect my free will, and nobody can access that or touch that. And this was never true, but we didn't pay a very high cost for believing in this myth in the 19th or 20th century, because nobody had the technology to actually do it. Now, some people, corporations, governments, they are gaining the technology to hack human beings. Maybe the most important fact about living in the 21st century is that we are now hackable animals.
Well, explain what it means to hack a human being and why what can be done now is different from what could be done 100 years ago with religion or with a book or with anything else that influences what we see and changes the way we think about the world.
To hack a human being is to understand what's happening inside you on the level of the body, of the brain, of the mind, so that you can predict what people will do, you can understand how they feel, and you can, of course, once you understand and predict, you can usually also manipulate and control and even replace. And of course, it can't be done perfectly, and it was possible to do it to some extent also a century ago, but the difference in the level is significant. The key, I would say that the real key is whether somebody can understand you better than you understand yourself. The algorithms that are trying to hack us, they will never be perfect. There is no such thing as understanding perfectly everything or predicting everything. You don't need perfect. You just need to be better than the average human being.
And are we there now?